the show, everyone. We're already having fun in here, and I love my show. I really do love my show.
I know you do.
And you know what? And I love my clients that come on. I have many people that have been on for years, and I have people that are newbies. Today we've got a newbie coming on. I'm excited about that. We're live on Facebook, so I do want to say hi to everybody out there.
Hi.
Like us and follow us. We will share the show later on. I'm going to go in with my first guest because we actually like to talk about some things that are kind of serious, but we change it around to be more fun. We like to talk about your cracks and fixing them. So listen up. I have with me Alexandra Seals, and she is the owner of King's World of Marble. And word on the street is, if King's World of Marble can't fix it, nobody can. So you got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and, you know, what you do, but what makes you all so different. Listen up, everyone.
Well, a couple things. We've been here in Phoenix since 1995, and we used to have a full fabrication shop. So we really trained in stone and know the ins and outs of stone. But more, we are also European trained. And European trained is a little bit different than American trained because, example, my son was with us since he was 17 years old, and now he's 40-something. He had to do a 7-year apprenticeship in order to call himself actually a fabricator and know stone in and out. My husband, Seamus, is also on the team. He learned, or he actually come from Ireland. He learned there, went to Australia?
I don't know. I wasn't married to him.
Not Austria, Australia. And that's right. And he trained there. Then he went to London and trained there. And then he came to the U.S. And then he tried to train me, but then I trained him.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, you know the ins and outs of what you do
Totally.
So well.
You have to.
You've also been in other, like real estate, and you do a lot because you know so much of how to take care of the stones,
right?
The people's homes. You have things that you offer. Tell everyone, first of all, about your offer that you say that people should do for, you know, if you're a real estate agent, maybe you're selling a home, maybe you want to give them a gift.
Right. Well, being in real estate for 17 years and knowing the industry pretty well, I also know that a lot of inspectors come in and they really have no clue in regards stone or anything like this. They know the surface part or electrical and all that kind of stuff, but not in stone. So what we do for instance, a selling agent or a listing, we come in, we inspect everything, we make sure your flooring is okay, that there's no cracks in your countertop or any type of maintenance. Sometimes we just get called in just to spruce it up to make the stone look like brand new, and that's basically we can do. Sometimes it looks better than it was installed. And so that is one option. So if there's any higher-end tickets for repairs, you can use that then on the closing and use that like the same as you give a carpet allowance or a paint allowance, you can give a stone repair allowance. And so that's one side. On the other side, on the buying side, so you have your buying agent, and he's going to give you a housewarming gift and, you know, a bottle of wine or a dinner or something.
Nah.
Ask him for a maintenance certificate, and what you get with that, you get a free maintenance. We spruce it up then, or any money towards the repair if there's any repair.
Now, when you work statewide.
That's correct.
And when you come in, you'll do a free estimate. You're licensed, bonded, and insured. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and 5-star rated.
Everywhere.
5-star rated everywhere. They've been doing this since 1995. And what makes them different is they're European trained, and you've done work a lot of places.
Right.
You do both residential and commercial, and some of the big commercial and hotels and things that you've done. I mean, if you're looking to get a job done right, King's World of Marble is who you call. Their phone number is 602-451-2689. They're statewide, and you can check them out at kingsworldofmarble.org or on Facebook at King's World of Marble Maintenance, where you can see some pictures and everything like that. Cracks. You know, you shouldn't have cracks, and you don't want them because, number one, they also... It depends on where they're showing.
Yeah.
There you go. And we do love to have fun here. But the fact is that when you have a crack, I've asked this before. Let's say somebody, they have a little small crack, right? They probably don't call right away.
Correct.
And then all of a sudden, bingo. Let's talk about when they should call, and, is there ever anything that you can't do?
Well, there's once in a while, there's something where you just go, that's it, you can't. Yes, it happens.
Don't wait. That means to call early.
Right. But if it's a crack or a broken corner or a chip, or I done islands, they're cracked all the way through. I done islands where somebody took a hammer to it and we puzzled it back together.
Wow.
So there's a lot of things we do. And one thing I always say, have a maintenance. You have a brand new car, you take care of it. You have granite or natural stone, you have to take care of it, meaning you have to maintenance it. And so it needs to be sealed, number one, because being a natural stone, everything will also absorb into it. And so a good way to check that is take a little bit of water, put it on top of your counter. If it pearls off, you're sealed, you're good to go. If it absorbs into it, everything else will absorb into it. We also check then for the silicone around your sink area, and that's where most of the problems are. If the silicone breaks, water goes underneath, and water and stone and wood create havoc. Okay, so you have mold issues.
It's beautiful, but it's a problem.
Yeah, you have mold issues, and once the wood expands underneath, it can also crack your countertop. And I personally actually experienced that in my own granite. I was a don't worry about it type of thing. Went on vacation, came back, and I had a big crack there because the person who was living in my house at that time didn't realize that the water seeped under and it cracked my countertop. So that's one
But you
issue.
knew exactly who to call.
Well, of course. But, I have to book myself in too.
I bet.
That's the
It's
part
just so
was like,
busy.
well, we're busy over here. Well, okay, we wait. Okay, we're busy here. So I have to book myself in. And so these are some of the issues that are preventable. Now, bathrooms, showers, ceilings on that. We have actually areas on flooring where, if you have a shower, you make sure that we seal it on the bottom and then put a non-slip.
I love that you do that.
Well, yeah.
Think about it. I know some people who fall, right? It could be children. It doesn't even have to be somebody older because it's slippery.
Oh, trust me, I've done that myself.
Yeah. And then how about outside too?
Oh, yeah.
Right? You
Oh, yeah,
can
like
help
on
them?
patios and stuff. Like I have travertine on the patio, and it's same when people come out of the pool and you hit that, oh my God, it's like
It
ice.
hurts when
Yeah.
you fall.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're older. It's not fun.
No.
But you don't have to have that happen because that's what they'll do. They will help you with all sorts of different things. Before we go to a break, I do want to also say that it's not just marble like for countertops or flooring,
Right.
but how about an art piece? I love that you can also fit.
Right.
Listen to that real quickly before we go. Just say.
Yeah, art pieces or columns or anything, and literally anything on with a natural stone we
It's
can
amazing.
repair and I mean
And bring it
people have
back to life.
vases. Yeah, people have vases and stands and
And instead
name
of it
tables.
instead of it looking like that, it can look like brand new. All you have to
Exactly.
do is give King's World of Marble a call because if King's World of Marble can't fix it,
Nobody
can.
can.
That number to call them is 602-451-2689. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau, 5-star rated everywhere. They've been doing this since 1995. They're both residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. They do free estimates. Call them at 602-451-2689. Hang tight. We're going to be back in just a minute.
Get ready for the winter mix and mingle in the Chianti Room at Pebble Creek in Goodyear. Join us Saturday, January 27th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a day filled with excitement. Shop with 25 local vendors and enjoy live music. Be among the first 30 attendees to win a bottle of wine by visiting half the vendors. Capture all the moments with complimentary selfies with Mod Shots photo booth, participate in hourly raffle prizes, and enjoy complimentary food. For more information or questions, email info@101referralnetwork.com. Don't miss this fantastic opportunity for shopping, networking, and winter delights.
Knowing every client is different, Anna von Strassenberg, CPA, PLLC, prides herself by offering ethical, accurate, and professional guidance when it comes to accounting, tax, and consulting services like tax return preparation, tax projections, proactive tax planning, IRS representation, QuickBooks, Pro Advisors, and more. For more information or to schedule a free consultation, call 480-964-4030. That's 480-964-4030. Services available year-round. ArizonaCPAs.com.
Hi, this is Darcy Bergen, owner of Bergen Financial Group. Do you know that the current tax law will probably expire in 2026 and tax rates are set to go up? If you haven't got your tax plan in place, go to my website, retirewithdarcy.com, get my new book and also some retirement guides. But most important, get your tax plan in place. Get your money out of your IRA at today's rates, maybe a Roth conversion strategy. Give us a call, 480-430-2337.
Tired of paying high hourly fees when you need a plumber? With Cobra Plumbing, you get the same great service as the other guys, but you pay by the job, not the hour. So if you have a residential plumbing issue, don't wait. Call Cobra Plumbing today. Plus, our work is guaranteed. So call us today for your free estimate. Call 602-663-8432. That's 602-663-8432. To see a list of our complete service offerings, go to CobraPlumbing.net.
Do you ever play the lottery? If so, you can definitely increase your odds of winning by playing through a lottery pool. The ticket costs are shared, so you pay only pennies per ticket, yet you can still win millions. This unique service is offered by PowerPick, which has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Check out this amazing deal. You can share in 105 tickets in Powerball, Pick, and Mega Millions for only $4.75. Go to easypooling.com, spelled E, the letter Z, then pooling.com. That's easypooling.com.
Wow, everybody wants greater health, wealth, and happiness. We at Hypnotic One help everyone achieve that by eliminating your negative, unwanted, outdated habits and addictions in 1 to 7 days and include a lifetime warranty. Now's the time to take control or eliminate drugs, alcohol, smoking, weight gain, stress, and depression. We at Hypnotic One make changing fast, fun. Call now, 602-547-0446. For a 1-hour consultation and motivational CD, it is priceless and life-changing.
If I traded it all, if I
Welcome back, everyone. We know during the break we talked to Facebook Land out there, and I absolutely love that part of what I do too here. It's kind of neat. You can watch us on Networking Arizona. It's not just audio; it's also visual. And so you just put Networking Arizona into Facebook, and you can actually watch us in here doing it. Sometime you ought to bring that some of your examples too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Well, a couple of pictures. I mean, I have a really array of different pictures.
I am absolutely positive you do.
So.
We were talking a little bit about sinks, right? And I had asked you beforehand, how the people right now, they all want the big sink, and which is really neat. But you actually should call before, if you've got marble, if you've got granite on your counters, you definitely want to call them beforehand. Because tell some of the stories.
Well, a lot of times it's like I always says, when we cut a new sinkhole or modify a sink, well, we can make the hole larger, but we can make it smaller. And so they get a little carried away by ordering a sink. I like that sink, and the sink comes, and then the hole is too big. So a lot of times we come up, we give a consultation, we do measurements, and then we go through the different sinks, what you could use or not use.
Right. And you said that people can sometimes order, you said a template.
Yeah, just sometimes we just order a template so we know for sure that it will fit in, and so.
Right.
Yeah.
But you do help people with what's the right one to buy. And you said right now, you have like 2 sinks a week that you're doing. Now, this is so popular.
Yeah, it's gone crazy because it's coming out more and more that we do that. And
that's because we're talking about it here.
Must be, yeah.
Go ahead.
I get calls from New York. Can you come up here?
That's true. We are heard there. But I want to talk about this because it's so important that you realize, number one, if you want something done right, have the professional do it. A lot of people are do-it-yourselfers, and sometimes
Yeah,
it's just not the right thing
well,
to
not
do.
just that, not just do-it-yourselfers, but some of them would really don't have the experience, and they've done some fabrication, and they've done a little bit here, and they watch some things on YouTube, and then they go out, and I'm in my own business, woohoo, rah-rah, and I can do it, and then really don't. So we come in, and then afterwards, if it's a crack or sink, or irregardless what it is, there's so many times we come back in and say, okay, we have to pull everything back out, clean it all back out, and then go in the right way, which will be a lot more costly than if we do it right from the get.
Right, absolutely.
And
They've
we're
been-
not, and like I said, we're not the cheapest, and that's what some people go, oh, I can have it done cheaper there, and I'm like, okay, well, it's okay.
Yeah.
No problem, but they come back.
Right,
So,
absolutely. Because, sometimes paying a little for something is not always
Right.
the right answer to do
Right.
that. I also want to talk about, though, maintenance, okay? Maintenance. That is probably one of the things that nobody does because, who's thinking about maintenance for their granite tops?
Well, some of them, what we actually did the installation and we worked with, and I work with a lot of many clients on that end of it, and right from the beginning, I put them on a yearly maintenance. So if somebody is there but doesn't use the kitchen and mostly look at it and have a couple drinks or something or do a doodad, it's different. Couple of years, it's good. But like myself or a lot of people use the kitchen on a regular basis, you got to do your maintenance on a yearly basis.
Now, in a maintenance, what do you do in that?
Well, maintenance is we clear it thoroughly. Any broken seams, anything like the silicone around the sink, we remove all that. We put new silicone on it. We clean it, we seal it, and then we buff it out so it looks brand new again.
Wow, it must be fantastic.
It is,
And so
yeah.
at least once a year, it's something that you should do. And if you haven't, you can still call them.
That's right.
Because they will make it, that's what they're going to do. They're going to come in there, and you're going to try and get it to as brand new as you
Right.
can.
And it's this way, it's a lot more cost effective than if you wait. And then, like I said, if you have somebody what's handy at home and knows how to do your silicone around the sink, let them check or you check, make sure that's not broken. You can do that, but once it goes into doing the sealing on it and stuff like this and buffing out,
Yeah,
let
and
somebody else do
making,
it.
what about some people that have a crack and there's no way? I mean,
Yeah.
you're the ones that can fix it, and you're a professional at it. You've been doing this for
Right.
so long.
But sometimes there's a hairline crack, what you really don't notice if you have a really busy granite or a busy marble or something. Sometimes the hairline cracks you can't really see until you have a certain angle or something, and you know what you're looking for. So that's something too what a lot of people miss.
They're statewide. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they are 5-star rated everywhere for a reason. They're European trained. This is what makes them different as well. And they're both residential and commercial. You can call them direct at 602-451-2689. Licensed, bonded, and insured. They'll do a free estimate for you. You can check them out at kingsworldofmarble.org. You can also go to Facebook at Kings World of Marble Maintenance, where you see a lot of pictures there as well. I also want you to speak to the people that might have just tuned in that might be a real estate agent too about that, because I love that you offer the
Gift certificates.
Gift certificates.
Yeah.
That's a gift. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's for the buyer's agent or for the closing. So we do offer gift certificates, and we also do pre-inspection if you put a house on the list,
Right.
Listing a house. So and the
There's
gift
another thing you do. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the gift certificate can be for any amount. Can be as little as $50 or $100 towards something, or as high as you want to go.
Now, the other thing that you do too, listen up to this. Let's say you're having some marble or granite put in right now,
Right.
right? Don't write the final check
Until we do an
until
inspection.
they do an inspection.
Right.
Because a lot of times, how many times when you go and do this, listen up everyone, this is really important, that this, how many times do you go in there and see, no, this doesn't look right, and you save people from getting a bad job done.
Well, yeah, or I get called in actually a lot of times from builders calling me in just to do the final, and that's going on lately too. So I have several builders before the house is actually shown. We come in and same thing there too. We do a full inspection. We make sure all the seams are right. And sometimes we have to redo the seams or redo certain things because prior to it wasn't done correctly. So yeah, we do a full inspection and, with your overhangs or what is proper, what is not proper. And so yeah, we do a full inspection. It's not a lot of money on that end of it. So
It'd be worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. It really
Because
is worth
if you're going to go ahead, you don't know the difference, right? You wouldn't know
Right.
to look for certain things.
Right.
And here you go and you write the check, and then something happens.
Yeah, and afterwards, it's like, why is this here? And, especially the overhangs when you have cabinets. Why is it so strange? This is here and this is here. And so you really don't know what you're looking for. So I just run my hand underneath and I'm like, yeah, I can tell right there and there, Or sometimes when you have a lot of movement and they don't match it. So I seen it where like, why is this vein going this way and this one is going this way? That's not correct,
See, they
But
know.
there's a lot of stuff where, we look before you do the final.
And so you can call them at 602-451-2689. I want to talk a little bit about cleaning natural stone.
Right.
Like, what do you use?
Well,
Water.
water.
You say. Go ahead.
Do not use any acidics because any type of acidics will edge into the stone or will take the nice little shine off. Now, there's some granites where you're good to go on it, but again, you really don't know which stone you can and cannot do. So in order to be safe, just use some hot water, warm water. I use a little bit of Dawn, and you're good to go on that.
Right. And but there's a lot of people you're using, especially if you're using your kitchen a lot. And people think of it's wonderful, it's
Right.
strong, and they think they can do anything, but
Right.
not really.
Well, I have a granite. Again, it's not every stone, but I have a granite, for instance, I use Windex on it at times. And sometimes somebody comes over, I thought you can use that. I go, I know, but my stone, I can. If that would be a marble or some other granite or a softer granite, because in granite is different types. Some are softer, some are harder, and so some you could, but find out first if you can. So
Yeah.
I once in a while I use Windex, but do not use Windex if you don't know.
No, not if you don't know. It's not
just
a good
warm
idea.
water, just warm water.
That's the safest thing to do.
Yeah.
And again, if the word is on the street that if King's World of Marble can't fix it, nobody can. And you've done so many different homes and businesses here throughout the valley, and really, honestly, what you do want to do is find somebody who can do the job right the first time.
Right.
And you can help, especially right now, anyone who's doing a large sink, and you want to call them beforehand, make sure that because you don't have to go
Right.
through the hassle of having maybe have to return it. Or how about you cut it? And you think you know the size.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be really bad.
Right. Well, don't put any holes in until you know for sure.
For sure. Yeah. People don't know what they don't know,
Right, exactly.
And that's what's so great. And listen, this is something where whether you're a real estate agent, maybe somebody is buying a home, give them this as a gift certificate. They'd absolutely love it. The number to call them, it's 602-451-2689, kingsworldofmarble.org.